Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Amers Podcast. And today we have back for in high popular demand the topicy the topic wheel. Give it up, everyone.
Woo! Yay!
Yeah.
Everyone
Fireworks!
doesn't give a shit about the topic wheel.
We're all
Fireworks!
fired. We're all
Crackers!
fired. Yeah.
Topic.
Woo.
Crackers!
Anyone?
Fireworks! Flying babies!
Gosh, if anyone does have any selections in the comments, please talk about it in the comments, and we'll put it on the topic wheel for sure.
Oh my god. Imagine they ask us to do, am I the asshole on Reddit? Or am I the entitled one?
Yeah,
They do have that, or some people do that. I actually also like them, to be honest. Am I
but
weird?
yeah. So what's today's topics in the topic wheel?
Me? Let's see. Let's spin the wheel. How do I spin it? Oh, okay. I topic is. I can't read. What real
What
life
real
situation?
life is where you stood up for someone or something? Oh my god, oh my god, you know what's actually funny? I actually have a story and it's actually freaking recent.
Oh,
And it had to do with my sister. Oh god. Do you guys want to go first or do you want to hear my story first?
What's the
alright,
topic?
let's hear yours.
Sorry, I spaced out.
What's the situation? What is the situation? What
Let, hold
happened?
on,
Basically,
let,
when was what place happened? God,
can I,
when,
let me
where
read it.
did you have to stand up for somebody? Like, what situation did you have to stand up for
Oh,
someone or something?
that one.
Let
Good.
let me read the topic. Okay, the topic says, what real life situation where you stood up for someone or something?
And I have something that happened like just recent, like literally like last week.
I have so many stories about this.
I got none.
I
Or
have
I don't.
multiple.
Or I just don't
I've had
remember.
multiple about like from my old old group chat that I was in. But I also have like just some personal ones. But the one that I know the best is the one that I don't want. The other ones I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. But the one that I know the best was the one that happened to me. Like not to me, but my sister. But I don't know if anybody else wants to go first or if you guys want me to go first.
If you want, you can go first. I don't mind. I'll go next.
Okay, I'll go first. So last week, I think it was last week. Yeah, it was. So basically, um, me, my sister, and my mother went to the closest Kroger that we go to. It's kind of like on the ghetto side, so you see a lot of like Hispanics and blacks and Asians and everything. So me, my sister, and my mom are just minding our business because we're just in there to get a few things because we have some things um that we need to go and check. Well, um, my sister goes off, does her thing like she always does. She goes off to go find some food or whatever that she might need or anything. And my sister, she does have like some sort of mental illness or something. We're not really sure. She was never you know, just like diagnosed or anything. But she also has this like she walks a little different, like just a little weird. It's not like it's a big problem or anything. The only reason I'm saying this is significant to the story. Um, but while me and my sister and my mom, we're in the cereal aisle. She goes off and does her thing. Well, me and my mom were like, okay, well, we need to get blah blah blah. I don't really remember what we were talking about. But then I was like, oh, I wonder what Tosh is at. I wonder where my sister's at. Like, I'm wondering if she's coming back. I kid you not. I turned back and there she is. She's like, I'm like, is she laughing or like what's wrong? Like me and my mom were confused. Like, on? But then she comes to me and she starts breaking down, bawling her eyes. I'm like, okay, something's going on. What's going on? So I'm like, Tasha, is everything okay? Are you okay? And she's like, no. I'm like, okay, do you want to go to the car and me and you talk about it, like just on a one-on-one thing, not why there's any people here? She's like, please, I feel like I am. She's like, I feel like my life's in danger, and I'm like, oh God, okay. So I'm like, Mom, give me the keys right now, and I'm gonna take Tasha there, to the car. We're gonna talk and see what happened, and I'll come tell you when she's calmed down. So she's gonna stay in the car. So she's like, yeah, go ahead and do that. So me and my sister walked there, and I turn on the car and everything. I'm like, Tasha, I'm letting her like take her time and breathing and everything. I'm like, is everything okay? And she's like, no. And I'm like, what happened while we were not there with you? So she told me some person, a group of 3 people, were she was minding her own business, going down the aisles, trying to see, like looking up and down, seeing like what she might need or what aisle she's on. You know, like what most normal people do, they go down the aisle, whatever. So she's going there. And apparently she got stopped right next to like the soda aisle. And she sees this African American, this older African American person. She don't know if it was male or female. She couldn't tell. But she was like, they basically were like, why do you you think you could just own this walk? Like, why you walking like that? You don't need to be walking like that. Do you want to end up like in this? If you're gonna act like that, you might end up in a psych ward. And you know, he's like, if I ever see you walk like that again, I'm gonna kill you. And I'm just here like, what? Someone just attacked my little sister, and my sister, I say little sister, but she's only like, she's 17, so she's gonna be 18 soon, but she's like 17 at this point. Well, like a year and a half, almost 2 years apart. And I'm here like, well, did they put their hands on you and things? She's like, no, but they got really, really close up to me, like really close up to my face. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay, well, you stay here, okay? I'm gonna go talk to the higher up because I am infuriated. I'm scolding hot. I'm literally seeing red. All I want to do is like grab them by the groin or whatever and just rip it off. Like I'm so upset. I'm so pissed because my sister's already not mentally stable as it is, and you know, I'm not mentally stable and either. But I'm here like I stay calm and everything, even though I'm fucking pissed. And I'm like, I go to the security guy. I'm like, can I can I get some sort of higher management? I need to talk to somebody, please, right now. And he's like, what's going on? I said, somebody just threatened to kill my sister right here, like literally in the store. And he's like, what? And so he goes up, and I'm explaining them what happened, and they're like, okay, well, do you know if what he looked like? I'm like, no, but let me go call my sister. And they're like, okay, go ahead. So I'm asking her, what did they look like? She's like, they're African American. They looked older. She said they were about a little bit taller than her. My sister's 5'5", I'm 5'6". So I'm like, okay, so maybe around from 5'6" to 5'8". She said they were a little bit taller than her. And I'm here like, well, were they with somebody else? And then she's like, yeah, there was 2 other people. Yeah, like, what in the hell? And so she's like, okay, well, they were wearing like basically all dark clothing, and they were wearing this hoodie, that they were wearing a hat. So I really couldn't see their face, but all I remember is like their eyes bulging out of their head. I'm like, well, you think they might have been on something? She's like, oh, I think so. They might have been, just because of how the eyes were just bulging out of their head. And I'm here like, dear God, what in the hell? And so I just described what my sister was wearing. She was wearing this yellow bunny hat, bunny hoodie that I bought her for Christmas, for not Christmas, her birthday last year. And I'm here like, well, she was also wearing a mask because the Rona is still around and everything. And also, it's that time of the year where flu starts coming back up and everything. So she was wearing her mask and like, well, you can't really see her that well, but you can see her with her hoodie on. And I was like, but you might have seen some of her hair. She has brown hair, but like she has like blonde up in the front because I bleached it. And we're telling her where the aisle is and everything. And I gave her my phone number and my name. It's like, if you got anything, if you can find anything on the cameras or anything, let me know. So I go back and I try to go. I'm looking for my mom at this point, and I'm like, oh dear God, I'm passing by the soda aisle. The motherfuckers were gone. They just literally decided to be a big baby and leave. Who does that? If you're like so proud of what you did, why are you gonna run off like that? I don't. There's something fishy about that. I'm gonna be honest. But that's really like the biggest time I've ever like stood up to someone. Not stood up, but basically help somebody out who needed it or whatever. But that is just crazy. Like you can't even go to the store normally anymore. You can't even go to the store and just mind your own damn business without somebody coming up your ass and being like, what do you think you're doing? You think you could just walk here with your white little cracker self? And I'm like, bro, she's not even doing anything. Oh yeah, and she's a minor. Sorry, my mom just came in. She's like, and she's a minor. I'm like, yeah, like you just think you can own, you just think you can just tell people what they can and cannot do. Like, what if she was like physically disabled? You can't tell somebody if they're physically or mentally disabled that they can't walk like that. Sorry, it's so infuriating, especially for somebody who's an older sibling. And that's my own damn sister that's happened like that. I've been assaulted before and like sexually harassed, but I mean, harassment is harassment and assault is assault. At this point, it doesn't freaking matter. What matters is if you catch the motherfucker who did it, and if they get any time. But it's still to this day. You just think like you can't even do anything. You can't even just walk outside normally without somebody just end up dying on the sidewalk. It's just crazy. But yeah, that's my story. I just spent like 17 minutes rambling, but out of like pure rage. They haven't called me back yet, but it does take some time, so I don't blame them. And it is a Kroger. It is not a very well paid Kroger. It's a very run down one. So yeah,
I have a question.
yeah. What is it?
What do you have the option to press charges?
If they find them, yeah, you can for harassment and
Okay,
for
press
threatening.
charges.
I
Press
can't. I
charges.
have the thing, Pariah. The thing is you cannot press charges unless they have caught the person who did it. You can't press charges until you catch the person, and
Then
Okay.
especially you also cannot press. Also depends on their background or not. Like if this is like not just like gonna if they've done this before, they can get pressed even more charges on them and blah blah blah. But I don't know anything because they haven't called me and said that they caught the person or anything. So I cannot press charges until that. But I'm not blaming Kroger. It's not anyone's fault there. It's really not anybody's fault. Nobody could have predicted it or anything. But I did say if you guys find them, I want them to go to court. I want to go to court to them because, like, honestly, that's unacceptable, especially for somebody who's really just not doing anything, like really just the innocent bystander and just chilling. obviously the two people who were there who didn't stop this harassment are also going to be charged because they witnessed it and just they didn't do anything. They just watched it happen, just like, yep,
You want to know something?
like
I'll help you
what?
find that person. If I am not
Uh,
Bloodhound McGee.
But it just depends because like I don't know if they have cameras in that. They should have cameras over there. I just haven't gone to that Kroger with the security guard. Like, I haven't talked to them yet because I haven't seen them. I haven't gone to that Kroger since then. So, but if I go back to that Kroger and I see them, I'm gonna ask if they found anything yet.
All right.
So,
yeah, yeah. Grocery stores supposed to have security cameras for security reasons.
but some are so like some stores are so like run down and poor condition that the cameras sometimes are just there for show.
Their camera is they look the cameras back now in every grocery store looks like they came from the 90s.
Bruh,
Yeah.
those box
So,
cameras.
like I said, if I see that Kroger again, if I go to that Kroger again, I'm gonna ask. But I told my sister, this is why you don't run off. You stay with us, or you have somebody come with us. She's like, but that's boring. And I'm like, yeah, but do you want to get fucking like killed next time? Because like I love my sister to death. Like I will protect. I will beat someone's ass, even if I get my ass beat. I will attempt to beat someone's ass, even though I literally can throw punches.
I,
I will literally fight to the fucking end for my sister because I love her too much like that. Like,
Bruh, I don't even
yeah.
have that sort of relationship with my sibling.
I feel
Well,
this.
when you cooked up, if you cooked up in your in the same room for over 17 years, you kind of build some relationship. Well, I had a good relationship with my sister, so I mean, because we share the same things. We share like we have the same things in common. Like we like the same stuff and everything. So yeah.
So
Maybe
Okay,
not to everybody.
the situation between my sibling and we just tolerate each other. We just tolerate each other. We don't even do
I
things anymore.
I feel like that's like when like wait, do you have a brother or a sister?
I will keep the gender anonymous. So
Oh.
assume you're free to assume.
it's a sister.
I was gonna say it also. I was gonna say it also. It mostly depends on like age. It's not usually like a gender thing, but like more of like a age gap thing because sometimes if you have a younger sibling, sometimes your younger sibling's not gonna get along well with your older sibling. You know what I mean? Like depending on how far apart your siblings are. Like for me, my older brother, it's like a 6 year difference. But for my sister and him, it's like a 8 year difference. Not 8 years, sorry, seven, almost 8 year difference. I mean, they get along because my brothers are pretty chill, but we're all pretty introverted, so we just stay in our own room. But like I said, it just usually depends on just usually age because younger kids get spoiled more than the bigger kids. So that's why I feel like in a way some people have differences. It also could just be because depending on the other siblings' personality, like who they hang out with, if they have good influences or bad influences, you never know. But my sister's literally a pariah, just like you, because she literally does not have any friends. She doesn't talk to anybody at
Wow.
school. She barely even
Oh,
talks to her
no.
teachers. Like when her teachers heard her talk at home at an open house, because I went there, she was loud and vocal. The teachers are like, I've never seen her act like this, and I'm like, that's because I'm here. So she's like, I'm like the only person she talks to,
Oh my god.
other than my mom
Oh my god.
and my like
Bruh.
family. So
Should I tell my story?
yeah, yeah, you
Yeah.
can go ahead.
So this was way back. Well, back when I believe it was way back whenever it was either intermediate or middle school. I remember it was a time.
Oh, so when we met, see, okay.
Yes,
Maybe around.
it
Yeah.
was a time whenever I'm. No, wait, no, you know what? It was actually elementary. So just to
Okay.
clarify something, back when I was in elementary, and I want to tell you guys specifically about what I'm about to say, I was a devil child.
Wait, what grade?
Kindergarten.
Because I
Elementary.
was
Well,
too.
it's either kindergarten or like second or first or third grade.
Oh, bro, I was literally people literally thought I was Satan's spawn from hell or something.
But
When I was
basically,
when I literally got in trouble first day of my
kinder-
first grade. I literally got in trouble.
you want to know something? Did you used to do
Yeah.
those things back whenever we were like in children where they have each other's names on those little Q-tips, and then like they had the color board, and if you be in trouble, you go down a color in the
It
dark.
wasn't Q-tips.
Yeah.
It was like it was popsicle sticks.
It was something like
But yeah,
Yeah.
popsicle sticks. Yes,
Yeah, I remember
my
those
mine
days.
was mine was always an N, bro.
mine was a purple, and that was like a freaking. You might as well be in jail for
Well,
this behavior.
for mine, there was E, S, N, and something else. I was always in the red because I was so. It wasn't that I was misbehaved. It was because they didn't know how to take care of somebody who was special ed, but also because they didn't know how to take care of bullies. Man, I'm just trying to live out my and the thing. Just think, I'm a white pasty girl with surrounded by so many diversities, and I feel like, what the fuck? This you mean there's more people than just me and my family? I don't know.
But
Scared. But I
but
was literally a devil child.
but basically back then there was a old friend. I don't remember his name, but I remember a time whenever he was nearly getting bullied by some kids. I decided for my last time for being like a devil child, I was going up there and just literally started throwing hands. You don't know how hard I was throwing hands because like they were just talking about him, pushing him around, just calling names. I was like this. You know what? I hope they stop. And like after 2 minutes afterwards, I was like, oh, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm about to start throwing down. So I went over there saying,
You about to pull these hands.
I went up there saying, yo, this, no, I was like, as a child, I was like, yo, this is not right, bro. Just back up. It's like, back up, loser. They over here pushed me too, and I was like, this. My dad always says, if they put your hands on you, that gives you the legal right to beat the shit out of them. No cap.
Yeah, because it's basically self-defense. But people apparently at school don't want to promote that.
But basically, I went ham. I literally beat the literally shit out of both of them. They got some
Did you
hits
like
on.
bust their lips?
My friend literally just backed up, but at the same time, I got some hits too. They hit me a few times. They nearly knocked me out, but at the same time, I went there and went ham on those idiots. And you want to know
Bro,
something?
I would have
Afterwards,
loved to see it.
you want to know something?
Hmm.
Afterwards, I got kicked out of the school. They didn't want me back for defending
Oh,
one
so
of my
then you
friends.
yeah,
Wait,
that's what it is. Like, but when it
wait, what?
comes to like fucking elementaries, they expel you for the smallest shit, bro. They will literally expel you if you literally try to stab a kid in the eye.
Yeah, they really do be like that. And to be honest, it's
I
not
don't. I'm
really
not.
fair.
It's basically when
I totally
heroes
didn't say
go to
anything.
jail. It's basically when
Yeah,
heroes
like
go
I
to
said,
jail.
they're not literally. They don't. They're just saying, "Oh, well, whoever is seen throwing hands first, obviously, whoever. If any of y'all are throwing hands, obviously, you guys are both in the wrong." It's like, no, it's called one is called being an asshole, and another one's called self defense. You dumb bitch.
Uh,
It's self defense. It's literally self defense.
that's
Y'all are
ridiculous.
literally they're literally promoting people to get their ass beat and look like a fucking loser instead of just trying to. I'd rather look like a loser and try to defend myself than be a loser and just walk home having to go to the fucking ambulance because I literally like have a busted up. I have literally internal bleeding and could
I
die.
I would like to say this: elementaries, get your shit together. Because if someone try to defend someone, you might as well give them a fucking gold star instead of fucking trying
Those
to get them in trouble.
I'm gonna ask, was that the reason why you came to Conley?
Me?
Yeah.
You mean Wilson, right?
No. Well, wait. Was it Conley or was it Wilson that this happened?
We went to Wilson, remember?
Oh, no. What I'm saying, no, because they. Yeah. Sorry. So that I meant Wilson. Yeah. So that's why you came to Wilson, or
You can
is that for
say
another
that
reason?
because back in the day, here's the thing. I was like a very little child. I got kicked out of 3 schools because of my behavior, and one of them was to defend myself, to defend my friend.
Wow, I've never been expelled. I almost got arrested.
For real?
But we'll talk about that.
Dude, wait.
We're not
No,
gonna.
no, 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 Ace. And I will tell, I don't mind saying this now, but I actually did get arrested back when I was a child for something I did not
Wait.
do.
Wait, what?
I'm not gonna say why I almost got arrested.
But basically, here's the thing.
Uh,
Here's the thing. It was just a normal day for me. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to cause any mayhem. I'm going to become an angel child. I'm going to actually do what the teacher tells me. Everything
I
was
was just gonna
going.
say,
Everything was going great.
um,
Everything was going great. My mom picked me up and just drove me back home. She got a call from the school saying I brought a knife to school.
People,
so
I have a comment to say.
What?
Well, you see, after hearing y'all, I feel very unsafe.
oh no, I was gonna say something that's gonna make you feel even more unsafe. All I'm gonna say about
Okay.
the me being arrested, let's just say, it had to do. So I was going to be having a warning from the police, and then I almost put my hands on an officer, but that's not anything to like do. I was just not listening to the authority, which is part of my disability, so therefore it's not my fault. But we will talk
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Can
I
I
was about to
continue?
throw.
Can I
I was
continue real
about
quick?
to
Yeah, sure.
literally throw hands with the police officer, but even though that guy was twice my size, and here I am, just like a little stick.
But continuing the story, I was like happy because I had a great day. She told me like I was about to get a whooping. I'm like, no, like for what? I was like, you brought a knife to school, and I was like, what in the world? What you talking about? And then I ended up. It was like it happened. I got a whooping for like an hour. I ain't gonna lie, for an hour, telling me where's the knife. I was like, I showing her the knife. So I was like, stop lying, and I just kept getting whooping. The door kept the sorry, the door had knocked, like someone came in. It was the cops. They were saying we got supports of a black child. If a white child had brought a knife during that time, no one would have cared, but it was me.
Wait, no. God, I actually knew some white kid who brought a knife to school. He got expelled, so don't even start that shit.
Okay, I'm sorry, but at the same time, I felt like that during the
There
time.
was one that brought a lighter to school too. We ain't gonna
Yes,
talk about it.
and now
Conley,
and now high
Conley's
school these
crazy.
days, people are bringing weed.
Yeah. Or bringing their vape pen and smoking in the.
Or
Do
freaking
you remember that
fornicating.
they almost they literally lit a fucking trash can on fire last year?
No, they
Oh
did
yeah,
lit a
I
trash.
remember.
They did lit a trash can on fire last year. You don't remember
Yeah,
that?
they did.
They did, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
they did. And
some.
they actually caught the people and arrested them. There's 3 boys. I saw the picture on my teacher's computer. I'm like, it's 3 boys,
Oh dear.
Smoking cigarettes,
and
putting it
you
in the
can
trash can.
literally. Yeah, they were literally smoking, and they didn't. They thought, oh, it's not convenient flushing it down the toilet. Let's put it in the fucking trash can, and not like then not lied it out? Like the fuck? It's already bad enough that you were smoking weed in the damn bathroom, but you put it in the fucking trash can. I could see you throwing it in, flushing it down the toilet because
Did
there's no
you
evidence.
did you guys see like
But you
black
put it in the
smoke?
bathroom. No. So the thing is I was smelling it when we were going up this because I was already upstairs because I was in my physics class,
Yeah.
but I could kind of smell it when I got closer because I had art afterwards. So I went to art and I smelled it. I was like, no, it's probably just a culinary class. A lot of people upstairs thought it was just culinary because that's just how culinary is. They cook food, you know. So they was just like we're just saying, oh, probably culinary just burn something. It's fine. All of a sudden, we're like, everybody get the damn school's on fire. We're like, what? Like, let me. The worst thing is that was right before we had art competition. That's the even worse part. So it's just here like, great. If my fucking artwork that I spent like 5 whole fucking months on burns to fucking flame, I'm going to literally unalive someone because I spent 5 hours. I've just spent 5 freaking months, 4 days, and like 3 hours on this sculpture. I freaking better not see that damn thing with a scratch, or I'm going to literally just end up arrested. I swear to God. And that's the first time that someone has caught the damn school on fire. Colin and I caught popcorn on fire before in the 10th grade right before COVID happened. And that was like in the middle of dead winter and it was freaking freezing. Luckily, this time, last year, it wasn't even that cold. Because it was like January, so it was not even that. It wasn't as cold because Texas, we don't get cold. There's no such thing. We just get kind of chilly.
We're getting off topic.
Right.
I need to continue my story real quick. I'm almost done though. But
Yeah.
but yeah,
Oh,
I get it. Our world is fucking up. But basically, back the cops came in. They was here saying someone brought a knife to school. I was like, I didn't bring no knife to school. I explained to the cops what happened in specific detail what I did at school. You know what I did? They
what?
arrested my stepdad instead because they know they couldn't arrest me. But
Wait,
Right.
so was it like a plastic knife or something?
no, they said it was like a switchblade.
No, no, no. What actually happened? Like what was it to your story? Do you remember?
They said I brought a knife to school, like a switchblade
No,
or
Brian, what I'm saying is what actually happened, like when as a little kid, what happened? Why were people saying that you brung a knife? Like, what is your story? What is your side of the story?
my
Not
side
the
of
others. What is your side?
my side of the story is like they think I get too much in trouble, so they might have suspected me for doing that type of stuff. But I wouldn't do that type of
Oh,
stuff.
yeah,
Oops.
because I was gonna say I actually remember somebody at like Conley, I believe. They brought like their dad's like hunter's knife. Just to show it off or whatever, and yeah, he never came back.
But yeah, they tried to arrest my stepdad, but they knew they couldn't do it, so they let them go and they let me off with a
Because
warning.
they had no evidence. Yeah.
They had no
How long have
evidence.
we
That's the
been?
reason. So I got my butt whooped for a whole hour for nothing. At the same time, I got accused for nothing. The world is, and then that's when I knew the world was going to be fucked up for the rest of my life.
The world is shit, bro.
I mean,
But
it kind
now,
of
Until I
is.
met you,
but
it's that is until I met you guys. You guys helped me make the world a better
you stop
place.
it, you dumb bitch. You little dumb boy. You stop it. Thank you, thank you.
You're
Nothing.
welcome.
I'll be here.
We're almost done. Just so you know, we're almost done with our video. Just so you
What?
know, we're going to hit
What?
the 45 minutes.
What did it? How long have we been recording?
Huh? We've been recording for 34 minutes.
Huh.
The most minutes
Hmm.
was you.
Let me. Yeah, I'm sorry. I gotta feel it. Do you not understand that?
You got
I
stories,
have
and I
been.
love you got stories. How you like you got stories?
There
I,
was one time I didn't get. Someone stood up for me once
That's nice. Talk about it.
over
I'll let you know
over
when the.
sexual harassment. Kind of. It
Oh
was
no
more
no no no
about
no no no!
sexual
no,
comment.
You know what? We can continue that later, but something about Pariah has something involving sexual harassment. You want to talk about that story, Pariah?
no, I do not actually.
I can tell the
If
whole
he
story for myself. So basically, what Pariah
no
said.
no no no, I was gonna wait, Brian. You shouldn't do it if he doesn't consent to it.
Do you consent, Pariah?
I do, I do not consent.
So
You said you're
Here's the
sulky.
reason why. Here's the reason why. Here's the reason why. Okay, so I have friends that follow this channel's account. They might listen to the whole thing. If they do, congrats. But at the same time, I'm like, this will be very interesting because those friends will might share to their friends that are involved in that situation.
so yeah, let's not. So that way he doesn't get in trouble.
All right,
Yeah,
all
So
right, all
that's
right,
not.
all right, all right, all right. But at the same time, continue. I'll let you know when we can continue for part two because we're nearly up.
mine mine isn't even that long. I believe this was closer to, for some reason, it was actually around like February. So I went into a really bad depression. I believe it or not, I was dating someone back in 10th grade. I didn't tell anybody really. I only had told a few people. And well, I broke up with him because one, he was overage, like 2 years older than me. Actually, no. No, he was. I think he was 3 years older than me. So he was like 19, and I was 16. Um. So yeah,
No comment.
and basically, God, he talked about his like dead mom a lot. He talked about like him, seeing his dead mom, like seeing his mom like pass away in front of him, all that. So it was making me very depressed. So we had dated for like 3 months. I went in a really bad depression. I was like, hey, I don't think I could do this anymore. Like, I'm not mentally stable. It's not a you thing. Like, it's not anybody's fault. I'm not feeling like I'm being loved anymore. But thank you for, like being like my first boyfriend. We didn't even do anything. We literally just talked over the phone because, I'm stupid minded now, back then, and everything. I think the one reason why I didn't date until that old is because something really bad happened to me when I was 10. But we're not gonna talk about that because I didn't stand up for nobody. I didn't stand up for myself. But anyways, um, so I went to my friend, one of my best friends at the time. I'm not gonna say her name or anything, just because like I don't know if she even remembers me. But if you do, she might. I don't know, she may never even know that I have that we have this podcast or anything. But if she does, I love you in the friend way. But so basically, I was spending a few days at her house because I was feeling depressed, and I just needed to be out of the house. This was right before COVID happened too, by the way. So keep that in mind. So I don't know. I was really just in a very bad depression state. I was really going through an existential crisis. This happened like right after my 16th birthday. So um I went there, just hanged out at her place. I felt a lot better. And then no, we go to school, we come back, wait for her dad because her dad and mom are not married. But they do like share custody over her basically. So we're going over to her dad's place
Watch your back. Watch
just
your
to chill and whatever. And it was hot because I was wearing a long sleeve shirt. Then I had a tank top underneath, so I take off my shirt from the top and just to show my tank top because it's freaking hot in like February apparently. Um, I believe this was like before spring break, so I think that explains why. But all of a sudden, I hear, God damn, you're a tall glass of milk. And I walk up because I'm just like, I don't even give a shit. And this is, I actually knew this person because he was one of my boys, and he always thought he was big shit when he wasn't. I don't even remember his name, so it's not important. But she turned around and she's like, you're not gonna get any pussy because of what you said. Like that's not attractive to us girls. And he's like, shut up, bitch. Like, don't make me go after you next. She's like, no, thank you, I'm taking it. And I'm like, I didn't even know about this until we got in the car. She's like, yeah, you just got like harassed or whatever. Like, she got basically called like attractive, but in like a very sexist way, like very sexual way. And I'm like, well,
Bruh.
thank you. I appreciate that, but like, I was just here like, what the fuck? Who the fuck calls people a tall glass of milk? Like, you don't hear people say, "Damn, girl, you're a tall glass of water." Shit, shoddy. I'm here, and I'm like, even if I was attracted to him, I would have been like, "Oh my god, yes! Oh my god, yes! Come get me!" No, I wouldn't. Like, I would be like, "Bitch, are you trying to be racist or are you trying to be sexist?" I can't tell. I think it's a little bit of both at this point because white girl, he was a black man. So I was just here like, is this like a racist? It was this racist or sexist? I can't tell. So yeah, that's my little story about it.
I want to know something funny.
What?
Well, while y'all were talking, I was playing some Pokemon on my phone because I was.
This man literally like, oh, I gotta get that Arcanine. I gotta get Arcanine, man. I gotta get that Ponyta. I gotta get Bulbasaur.
I gotta get that Magikarp. I gotta
get the Magikarp.
I gotta get the Magikarp.
Got the other way on.
But no, it is not Pokemon Go. It is not that.
Damn.
He had
Sad.
the other on.
Sad moment.
Too bad.
Anyway.
Yes.
How many are we done with the recording? Or I don't know. Like, how many minutes do we have left, Brian?
He might not decide to get an actual
We have
Pikachu.
precisely 3 minutes.
Oh, never mind.
Huh? What, Brian?
I think we got 3 minutes left. I think.
3 minutes, yes.
Yes, I was right.
Well, how I guess I can ask like how you guys day been right now.
I'll be right back. Just talk about something in short so we can put it for part 2.
Okay, for the last 3 minutes. Okay, how was my day? Okay, so I woke up at 8. Did my morning prayers. I ate something at 9:15, I think. Got to chill while I eat, watching some anime that Brian does not like. Then my mom drive me to college and stay there for college. Yeah. My mom drove me to college, and I stayed there up until 4 p.m.
Oh Lord! So you only was home for like an hour before we started. Well, for me, I don't know. I might be recording myself Saturday for something, but I'm not gonna tell y'all until like, and just to say not to get anyone's like hopes up or anything. That's why I'm not announcing anything yet. But I'm going to see if something happens. I'm gonna record on Saturday, but maybe just more of like a private thing. I don't know. But
if something happens in a good way or in a bad way?
No, it's a good thing.
Okay.
So
All right.
I might record myself. So.
All right, that's been today's good episode of the Amos Podcast. I'd like to thank.
He was dope.
What?
I would like to thank Pariah and Ace for joining me on this special occasion.
The OG trio.
I literally had to restrain myself for saying something very weird.
But yeah,
Depends on the context.
Oh,
we
it was more of like a furry thing.
just
Ah,
let you know.
yeah, then yes, it is a bad thing.
Yes,
I don't know. I
just
don't know why, but some of my online friends would call me I'm a furry because I meow like cats. I'm like, nah, that's not how it works.
just to let you
But
everyone.
oh well.
Raya,
Yeah.
Gallete.
please.
Why?
Just to let you all know, we will be adding new content for every 100 subscribers. So please let everyone know how we can grow this community together. And as for that, we will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.
We're all in this together.